This is the weekly sales meeting for January 5th, 2025. My name is Chris Fleming. You can reach me at chris@cdmediaconsulting.com or go to our website at cdmediaconsulting.com. Today's topic, make it easy to do business with you. I have often stated that we should all be forced to do business with ourselves, if nothing else but to see how ridiculously bad we are about paying attention to the customer experience. We have 20 ways to say no to new business, but only one way to say yes. That begs the question, why do we make it so hard to buy advertising? After all, it is something most are not all that interested in spending money on in the first place. I promise you, not a soul wakes up in the morning at their place of business thinking about how much advertising they are going to buy from me today. That is why you hear the phrase, advertising is sold, it is not bought, meaning if left to their own devices, most would prefer not to buy it at all. It is up to us as sellers to make the case for our product. So why do we make it more difficult to do business with us? Many businesses feel that advertising with a radio or TV station can be too expensive. They may believe that it won't get a good return on investment. There's a growing sentiment that self-service digital platforms provide a greater ROI, despite there being zero evidence to support this claim. When a business goes to the internet to learn more about advertising, what information do you think they find first? I am betting it is not thought leadership and tactical planning from their local media companies. The internet is dominated by its media outlets. They can also be more expensive to buy when one does not know what they're doing, but they make it simple to buy with a click of a mouse. So, simplicity, ease of use, and convenience win the day, rather than effective and efficient carrying the water. Some advertisers feel frustrated. They find it difficult to track the direct impact of their advertising. Unlike digital ads, where clicks and conversions are measured with ease, traditional media outlets have not invested in the technology to provide this level of accountability. There is not a standard for this measurement, so any measurement is cloudy. The internet lives off of Google Analytics. This is now the most trusted source. Broadcasters in many big markets have universe estimates from Nielsen or Comscore, but in smaller markets there are limited options for affordable, accurate audience measurement. And there is even less for proof of performance. Local media advertising often involves many steps, from negotiating contracts to creating and producing content. This can feel overwhelming or confusing for businesses, most of which are looking for simple and quick solutions. The process can be seen as slow and complex, that is, in comparison to launching an ad online in a few clicks. Yet we continue to make the process hard for customers. New customers don't always have a simple and easy journey to get started with us. That can turn some good prospects away and deter others. There must be something we can do about that. In business, making it easy for customers to work with you can lead to great success. People are busy and they don't want to waste time or energy trying to figure out how to get what they need. We should make it easier for them. Instead, our process is about us and our business. We forget about the customer in the equation. Remember ease of use? Make it easy for someone to do business with your company. The easier we make it, the more likely the prospect is going to convert to a customer, and the more likely they are to remain a customer. This is something that successful companies understand very well, and they take steps to make everything as smooth and simple as possible. One of the main reasons why people choose to stay with a company or leave is convenience. When businesses make the buying process difficult, customers feel frustrated. They may look for easier alternatives. In business, the gold or platinum standard is American Express. There is interesting insight in the data. It shows 78% of consumers have bailed on a transaction or not made an intended purchase. The reason is because of a poor customer service experience. We can have a great product, we can offer exceptional customer service, but if it's hard to access or the buying process is complicated, customers will go elsewhere. Steve Jobs was the co-founder of Apple. He once said, "You've got to start with the customer experience and work back toward the technology, not the other way around." We need to focus on how customers experience their products and services first. Apple is a company known for making its products simple to use. This is one of the reasons why it has such a loyal following. The easier it is for customers to navigate a website, find information, or make a purchase, the happier they will be. Communication is another critical aspect of making business simple. Customers don't want to be left in the dark or forced to search for help. If they have a question, they should be able to get answers with speed. Business is happening in an instant. Our customers don't want to wait, not when someone else can fill the immediacy void. According to HubSpot, 90% of customers rate an immediate response within 10 minutes as important or very important. That is, when they have a customer service question. It is why many companies are investing in chatbots, live chat options, and easy-to-navigate help centers online. These tools make it easier for customers to get help when they need it, without having to wait on hold or search for a solution on their own. We could offer a variety of ways for customers to do business with us. Some people prefer to shop online, while others like to visit a store in person. Some customers may want to talk to someone on the phone, while others are happy to use self-service options. The key is to offer different methods so that each customer can choose the best option. A Salesforce report found that 74% of people are likely to switch brands if they find purchasing too difficult. This highlights the importance of meeting customers where they are. We need to make it easy for them to do business with us in the way they prefer, not to do business with us the way we prefer. We should remove unnecessary steps. If a company requires too much paperwork, they should cut it down. If a company asks for too much information, it will stop the process. If there are too many steps before completing a transaction, customers disappear. It's important to streamline processes to avoid making things harder than they need to be. Research from McKinsey & Company found that 70% of customers' buying experience is based on feeling, and the feeling is about how they are treated. If they feel like a company is wasting their time or there are too many steps, they will take their business elsewhere. Albert Einstein wrote, "Make things as simple as possible, but not simpler." Businesses should aim to make everything simple for their customers. While making it simple, it should be efficient and clear. This means cutting down on unnecessary complexity. Don't overcomplicate the simple because you think you need to. Make sure the customer gets enough information for the customer to feel informed, but not too much detail to feel overwhelmed. A great example of this is the rise of mobile apps that make it easier to interact with businesses. Food delivery apps like DoorDash and Uber Eats have made ordering food simple. Customers can browse restaurants, place an order, pay, and track their delivery. They can do it all from the convenience of their phones. These companies have created a system that is quick and easy to use. They eliminated unnecessary steps, which leads to more frequent business from satisfied customers. In the digital age, a company's website is often the first point of contact. Making sure that the site is user-friendly is essential. A study from Stanford found that 75% of people judge a company's credibility based on its website design. A professional, easy-to-navigate website is key to making a good first impression. Websites should be organized in a way that customers can find what they need, whether it's information, products, or services. Think about how many media websites do not have a tab marked "Advertise with Us." And for those that do, how simple is it to understand? Sometimes businesses may think that offering more options or more information is better, but this isn't always true. In fact, offering too many options can overwhelm customers and make it harder for them to make a decision. As we told you in Get Rid of the Options, too many choices cause indecision. Psychologist Barry Schwartz wrote The Paradox of Choice. In it, he talks about how having too many choices can lead to anxiety and decision paralysis. Businesses should focus on offering clear, well-curated options, but these options need to guide customers towards the best decision, and do this without being overwhelming. Technology can also play a huge role in making things easier for customers. Tools like automation and online ordering systems have enhanced the customer experience. This allows businesses to streamline processes and provide faster service. Online booking systems have made it easier for customers to schedule appointments, all without having to make a phone call or wait for a response. In fact, one study found that 70% of consumers prefer to book appointments online. This shows that offering convenient tech options can lead to happier customers. It's also important to offer flexibility to customers. Not everyone wants the same thing. Being able to customize orders and services can make a big difference. Many subscription services now allow customers to pause or change their plans at any time. This makes it easier for them to stick with the service. Flexibility shows that a company is willing to meet its customers' needs, rather than forcing them to stick to rigid rules. Take a look at your company's customer policies. Are we rigid or are we flexible? There's also a lot of value in listening to customer feedback. When we pay attention to what customers are saying, we can make improvements to the customer experience. According to the data collected by Salesforce, 57% of customers are willing to share personal data, meaning they will share data in exchange for a more personalized experience. Take the paywalls on some websites. We know the audience would trade some personal data for a customized experience. Wouldn't it make sense to open the paywall to offer a unique customer experience? The data may have more value than the $5.99 a month subscription fee. In the end, what matters is making sure that every interaction a customer has with a business is positive. This includes everything, like the ease of finding information on a website. It includes how a company responds to consumer inquiries, and how simple it is to pay for services. Every touch point should be designed with the customer in mind. The goal should be to make things easy and pleasant as possible. In 2025, there continue to be companies that won't take credit card or ACH payments. How many of us have equipped our sellers with electronic signature software for contract acceptance, or electronic credit card scan devices for payment processing? This would be novel and convenient for customers. Richard Branson is the founder of Virgin Group. He said the key is to set realistic customer expectations, and then not just meet them, but to exceed them, preferably in unexpected and helpful ways. Sir Richard knows the importance of making it easy for customers. He also knows that going above and beyond to ensure they have the best possible experience is a key in customer retention. I have evaluated hundreds of media companies in my lifetime. Most of our customer processes as an industry are created on the company side. These processes have little regard for how it impacts the customer. Focus your efforts on making things easier for customers to do business with you. It builds stronger relationships. You will see an increase in customer loyalty. We will see better sales results because of it. Think about your sales process. What obstacles can you remove to make the buying process easier? What services can you provide to speed up the acceptance and payment process? What online options can we offer to help customers do more business with us? How can we use technology to streamline operations? Our goal should always be to reduce friction and make it a joy to do business with us and our company. When customers feel like it's easy and enjoyable to work with you, they're more likely to buy, and more likely to stay with your business and recommend it to others. When was the last time we looked at the customer experience through the eyes of the customer? My new book, 21st Century Sales Success, is now available on Amazon.com. If you like what you have heard here today, please consider ordering a copy, or two. You can always send one to a friend. Go to cdmediaconsulting.com right now and follow the instructions to order.